It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on a young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Now for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through, but no place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, hit that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Texans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover to play the other.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Keep in mind, he had a 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again on second down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 14. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Up past the 30, second down coming up. So we have reached halftime here at a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try to chip some at the second level.
So they're losing 5 yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. The NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Touchdown, Broncos. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Here's Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Rodgers to throw once more. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Hands it off out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second and 10, Rodgers. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.